Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload, and today we have a game between Sue and Gumiho on Abyssal Reef, the latter edition. This is a replay that was sent to awardees, subscribers on Twitch. There is a link in the description. He does a lot of great stuff, including tournaments featuring players like this. Please check him out. He is a very, very good source for high-level StarCraft 2 content. All right, the bottom right side of Abyssal Reef, the latter edition, we have the Blue Terran player. It is Gumiho from Storm Gaming. And in the top left-hand corner of the map, it is the Red Zerg player, Sue, who is very terrifying as well. Both these players very, very good at StarCraft. It is, I'm very excited to bring you this. This might be the highest level ZVT I've done in quite some time. Gumiho is just, he's very creative. He's very harassy. He will not let you rest. He will also macro behind it super well. And then Sue's just, he's a prototypical Zerg. He's everywhere on the map. His creep spread is incredible. His ability to multitask, ability to flank you, get the correct tech required to deal with what the Terran player is throwing at you. All this stuff is something Sue is a very, very high level player at dealing with, and I'm very happy to have him here. So let's take a look at our Reaper name list, because I'm going to assume Gumiho is going to open up Reaper, although he's not actually, he's one of the players that does not stick to the standard very much. Yeah, I think that's how I'm going to say it. He is very creative. He will do different things in an attempt to throw his opponents off, and it usually works out. Honestly, it really does here. Sue did go for the hatch first, not worrying about anything possibly coming from Gumiho to kill him early. And yeah, there's no extra barracks here, just getting a single gas as Gumiho, saving up those minerals to go for an expansion, and likely going to be a Reaper expand, but it could just be Marines as well. So let's take a look here and see what we get based on the rally. I'm feeling Reaper out of Gumiho, and oh, it doesn't have the gas for it, but now he does, and it is a Reaper. So this Reaper's name is the King of Blades. This is a long one. She's done it. Kerrigan has infested Raynor and turned him into one of the deadliest infested alive. Though he lacks psionic powers, Raynor has several new biological weapons. He can assimilate himself, or any host body, more on that later, with any Terran suit, increasing his combat potential greatly. He can also create ammo within his body when in a Terran suit. Though these powers do aid in combat, they are nothing compared to his ability to create new bodies for himself out of the remains of his enemies. He can make abominations of Zerg human flesh and metal. Okay, we're following on here. That will fight for his queen till the end. To top it all off, he can transfer his consciousness to any such monster at will. With these new powers, he often leaves his body within his command center and instead creates a different body to skirmish with the enemy. This often takes form of the shape of a Reaper, as their speed is only matched by Hellions and Vultures. With his new powers and the infested crew of the Hyperion, Raynor shall bring chaos to the galaxy and rule over the ashes of what's left of his once beloved Sarah. Holy smokes, infested Raynor. All right, infested Raynor here, getting some shots off. Might get this drone. Oh, good job changing it into an extractor just in time is Sue. Excellent work there. And not saturating this natural. Obviously, you don't want to do this until you have a queen, until you have some lings that can do this, at least chase away the Reaper on some level here. Good positioning here with the queen's going to actually force him away by boxing him in just a little bit there. Infested Raynor not getting any kills, as is tradition against really good Zerg players. It is hard to get a kill against a Zerg player. The best you can hope for is that they turn a drone into a spore crawler or into an extractor and lose the money on that situation. Top of the ramp here by the queen. KDHR does blow her back, even though she tried to dodge it anyway. Bit of a misclick there by Sue, but he's doing other stuff. He's getting speed. He's working on his drones. He's sending an Overlord in to scout. And up just Marines heading across the map from Gumiho. Ah, 2 Marines already in the middle of the map trying to kill this Overlord. Running around in circles. Are the Marines? I don't think there's a safe place in the middle for this Overlord to stay. Can the Lings save? Oh, the Lings might be able to save it. No. Too many Marines here. And the Lings just running past. They got speed. They're going to come in and go for a scout, possibly trying to knock down some of these SCVs here in the natural base, and they might get one, but there's Hellions out for Gumiho now, and I think they're just going to get roasted up. SCV running for it. Yeah, alive. Totally alive. Those Lings did bring these Marines back, though. Gumiho was forced to bring his dudes all the way back home, which kind of saved Sue from defending harassment on his side of the map. Third hatch is coming up at the traditional third base location here on Abyssal Reef. Another Overlord going to die. This can't lose 2. Ah, Sue loses 2 Overlords in the first 5 minutes. That's going to slow his macro down immensely here. Baneling Nest morphing on in now. for Sue here at the natural base. Going to put most of his tech, it looks like, here in the natural. Does have the spawning pool in the main, but that's really just out of necessity more than anything else. And Gumiho not moving out. I mean, other than that one Reaper harass, he hasn't done much. He needs... There we go. There's a medevac. It is time to move. Medevac moving out with 2 empty slots. Could put a Hellion in there, but I guess the Hellion's fast enough on its own. Doesn't need to be lifted like these Marines do. So here comes a 6 Marine, 5 Hellion, 1 Reaper attack at 5.5 minutes from Gumiho. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff out of this dude. All right. Is that Cloak? It is Cloak. Banshee Cloak. Being researched by Gumiho here too. So Queens are going to be pretty great against most of this. Oh, the Queen's moving out of position though. Where are they? Where do they move? All right, Zerglings coming in, trying to deal with the Hellions. They were turtle enemies. Hitting a charge, blowing the Lings away, but look at these guys pinned against the corner. This is going to go super poorly for these Hellions. A lot of Lings are going to die, but the Hellion groups are completely cleaned up. The Marines dropping here cleaned up as well. And is that is everything dead. Everything dead. He got the medevac too. Dang, Sue. Even losing those overlords did not really slow him down all that much. Getting a Spore Crawler in his main, getting a Spore Crawler already done at his second base, and his third has one too. Working on his lair, about 6 minutes. Basically, as soon as that first attack is done, you can start your lair as a Zerg. There's going to be a bit of a reprieve from the Terran player. Can't really, especially if you wipe it out, you wipe that attack out, they didn't escape, you can really do pretty much whatever you want for the next little bit, which is, it's a huge boon for any Zerg player. Banshee trying to sneak on into this third base, but there are Queens, there's a Spore Crawler for detection, and it's just, I don't think this is going to go too well. Look out, Banshee! Oh, there's so many shots. There are 5 Queens at the third base alone, trying to transfer these drones and pick them off. Does get 1. So 1 kill on this Banshee. Oh, gets 2 and 3. Good control there by Gumiho. Sue thought the danger was past, but no. No, it was not. Banshee trying to find the best angle at which to not die. And it seems to be very far away from the drones. Sue has set up a good little area of safety here. 8 drones in production at once right now, which means we're up to 54 to 47 harvesters from Gumiho. Going to get worse for Gumiho as time goes on, but he's got more Hellions. More Hellions coming out here, and he's definitely doing the mech thing here. At least as far as the number of Hellions he has. Does he have another factory yet? There we go. There's the second factory, a little bit later than I expected, but Sue should expect it. The number of Hellions that were in that first attack was big, so he should be ready for it here with Lings and Queens. Lings pretty much holding the Hellions in position and going for it. As Jordan, my co-caster for Gauntlet, would say, this is a YOLO situation with the Hellions just running right on into all of these Queens, trying to get those drones, roasting up the drones, but also going to lose most of their lives here. 16 drones have been killed. Hellbat transformation, but not enough. Too slow. Balance update will change that. But for now, pretty darn slow. All right, so Hellions are gone. Resources lost right now, 1,800 for the Zerg player compared to 2,100 for Gumiho. Yeah, losing a lot of Hellions. Not exactly what you want to see. Banshee is up to, still has those 2 kills. Still can't get any more of these drone kills. Out of energy? No, just actually turned Cloak off. That's fine. Ling's running into the third base, trying to do some stuff, but there are Hellbats. Not going to work out. Muscular augments and Baneling speed. Centrifugal hooks with an infestation pit. All things that Sue is working on right now. It is 3 base to 3 base, but a 4th base just got thrown down by Sue, and he's taking a 5th base here just in front of his 2nd and his 3rd. Expansion pattern fairly standard for this map. Hellions trying to sneak on into the 3rd, but there are more Queens here. Drones running for it. Oh, they're lined right up, though. Split them! Okay, there's the split. A little bit late on the split. More drones getting killed. 21 drones destroyed there, but so many dead Hellions, too. That is 12 dead Hellions and 5 dead Hellbats. Thor production, double pumping those, is Gumiho. And this is how you do it if you mech. It's been the case for a long time. Is if you're going to mech, make a lot of Hellions to try to kill those drones. You have to pretty much keep the Zerg player on the back foot and force them to make units for attacking and defending, because if you just let them sit back and drone up, as long as it takes you to get your army up, you're going to lose. You just are. They're going to expand 8 times. They're going to have a huge army. Hydralisk trying to chase away that Banshee. Oh, hey, Sheila. Hey, Sheila. How you doing? Is there not an Overseer out? There is one out. Where is it? It's here, defending these bases. Fair enough. Fair enough, defending the bases that are not done building yet. It's a good place for them. Working on +1 melee and +2 missile attack is Gumiho. Getting Blue Flame Pre-Igniter. Infernal Pre-Igniter. Getting a 4th base here for Gumiho too. These players are just so fast. 9 minutes in, we're on 4 bases as a Terran going mech. Hard to do. Just trust me on this. It is hard to do. So Banshee, double cloak Banshee here at the 4th base, trying to kill some stuff. There's not much here to kill. Where's the Overseer at? The Overseer defending something else right now? Is he making more? Not really. Not really making more. There's Viking production, probably to pick off the Overseers in the sky. They're big, chunky things that are easy to see and kill. Hydralisks coming on in, trying to chase these Banshees down, but they don't have Overseer support, and there's the cloak. And that means you run away if you are a Hydralisk in that situation. Seriously, how many Overseers do you have? You have 2. So here's 1, and here's 2. All right, so good. We've got them pretty much covered. Banshee's picking off creep tumors like bosses. Slowing down that creep spread, also really good for mech. Getting surrounded by a Zerg army when there's mech all over the place, super bad news. 2 Vipers at a time on the way from Sue. Got tank production, got Viking production, Hellion, all the things you would expect from a meching player. That's 11 creep tumors that have died so far. Gumiho doing a pretty good job of picking it off, but the front lines actually look fairly okay for Sue. There are new creep tumors up on every angle, but here comes the attack from Gumiho. Holy crap, he still has 12 Hellions and 2 Hellbats. What's that? 7 tanks? 7 siege tanks. Picking off more creep tumors at the front with the Hellions. It's a priority. So going Baneling Hydra with Viper support is Sue against this. And you know what? Baneling is pretty great against the Hellions and the Hellbats. Especially. They can't run away as well. Then the Hydra should be able to handle the Thors and the Banshees. So this looks like just not a very big army for Sue, but he's trying to delay. He's trying to delay till he can get Ultralisks out. Baneling's crashing in on some of these Hellbats, bringing that number down. 6 Hellbats and 9 Hellions on the field. Gumiho pushing on in. Is he going to transform? There's the Hellbat transformation, which again just means they can't run away from the Banelings. It's a trade-off. They are tankier and they hit harder, but speed is sacrificed. Right up here at this 5th base, right on top of Sue's 5th. Vipers are here. Vipers have full energy. There are 13 Banelings in production and 3 Ultras on the way. Can Sue get the Ultras out in time is the question on everybody's mind right now. Blue Flame Hellbat comes in, gets picked off by a couple Banelings. Tanks are in range, and Sue's going for it here. Blinding Cloud on the tanks. Hydras and Banelings rolling into everything. Are all the Hellbats gone? I think they are, but good spread on these tanks all the way back. There are not enough Hydras to handle this thing. I'm not sure if there are enough Ultralisks to handle this thing. Gumiho might be in a really, really unbreakable position right now. There we go. Ultras in the front, tanking all the damage, dealing a lot of damage too. Hydralisks in the back, not taking it, and this is exactly how you got to do. Tanks swinging in from the bottom side, though, and the army for Sue is evaporated, and Sue with a good game. Sue is defeated, and Gumiho was victorious here on Abyssal Reef in 12 minutes and 41 seconds. What an impressive game out of Gumiho, again against a very, very good Zerg player. Super good win for our Terran friend, and meching no less. Our mech fans should be pretty happy about that one. So resources lost here, about 13,000. What is that? Closer to 12 for Sue compared to 8,000 for Gumiho. So that shows it 26 drones killed, 0 SCVs lost their lives, 3 Ultras dead, 17 Hydras dead, 80 Zerglings dead, 31 Hellbats, and 14 Hellions. But other than that, sprinkling of tanks, 4 of them, only 4 of them died. He had, how many at the end? 8? He had 8 at the end, with 3 more on the way. 1 Thor, a couple medevacs. Yeah, Gumiho just did a good job babysitting his units and mitigating the damage taken. Sue didn't quite get the Ultras out in time, didn't have the Viper count required, and he did a good job again with the Hellbats, but otherwise, the tanks, there were just too many tanks. There's too many tanks spread out, so Blinding Cloud didn't affect multiples of them at a time, and Gumiho showing the way to do it. So that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Again, please check out Wardy on Twitch. He's a great, great dude. Really, really deserves a lot of views. Please hit that like button and that subscribe if you enjoy what you liked and you saw on my channel today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.